Hello everybody, my name is Bloodbath1bit69 and welcome back to Age of Mythology. In today's episode we are going to pick up where we left off in the campaign. In our last episode, our heroes had followed Gargarensis down into the tunnel that he'd dug, which turned out to lead straight into Erebus, or Hades, since Erebus is the general area of Hades, Hades being the underworld as well as the name of the god of the dead. Please note that that is not the same thing as the god of death. The god of death is actually not covered in Age of Mythology. Not in the story, at least. Hang on a sec. I can't do that. Unfortunately, that's just not going to work for me. That might work better. Ish. So, and then, of course, in our last episode, they came down into the underworld and found Gargarensis attacking a large gate with a battering ram. We looked into the lore of it, and they are adamantine gates, which apparently are the doors to Tartarus, the lowest level of the underworld, and the prison of the Titans. So, in today's episode, and they did succeed in destroying the ram, but as they were celebrating their victory, Gargarensis reappeared and triggered an earthquake in the underworld, and their army and everything else was destroyed, and it looked like they just barely managed to escape. So in today's episode, episode 10, Strangers, the heroes try to escape from the underworld with the help of the Shades.
Cyclops said there were other ways into the underworld. That means there are other ways out. Shades, the dead, we are strangers to this realm, but they know it well. They can show us the way out of this place.
Okay. Seek the Shades. Well, let's first of all gather everybody we have and put them in a control group. We have one god power, which is Thunderbolt. So we saw the shade go off this way. Let's check over this way, I guess. And notice that our first thing I'm noticing is our line of sight is basically non-existent. Okay, so here we go. Scout forward. Shades are invisible to enemy units and can see further than your other units. Okay. So let's put this guy in a separate control group here. Shade. Souls return from the dead. They are invisible to enemies. Great against myth units. Cannot attack buildings. The dead of Greek mythology became shades, empty, ghost-like shadows of their former selves. Hades' land of the dead was not necessarily a horrible place to be, but it was without honor or glory. If anything, shades were pitied more than they were feared. And that is true. The honored and the glorious dead were sent to the fields of Elysium. Kill the Minotaur. A shade vanishes when it steals the soul of an enemy unit. Okay.
These shades can see and fight for us, but we should be careful how we use them.
I agree, Chiron.
We must journey through Hades' realm and collect his lost relics.
Okay, well, while we're at it, let's go ahead and scout out this way. We'll come back here and scout too, I'm sure, but let's see if we can't find anything else that's useful. Highlight as much of this as we can. Hopefully we don't experience a bad frame rate drop like we did in the last one. Okay, so we've got Wadjets and a whatchamacallit, Manticore right over there. Let's send our shades back over here and look around. Since we might be able to use our troops here for fighting, but we most certainly cannot use them for scouting. They can't see far enough into the land of the dead to be of use for that purpose. So let's just double check, make sure there's nothing else we can find. And we've got a rock fall. Yep, rock fall right in the middle. And that's what blocked us off. So, okay. So actually, why don't we send our army? We'll send our army up to here. But specifically, let's grab our heroes and send them up here to attack, because these are all myth units, so we want to save our soldiers as much as we can. And Shade can come up here and highlight. You could attack Ajax instead of being the lazy SOB. Take out this fence. These guys also recharge their health. Now I'm really glad we didn't have our human soldiers, because that Cyclops would have picked him up and thrown him. Die. Okay, so let's send these guys back to our army, our men here. Send our Shade forward. What are these? Charon fairy, spooky fairy of the river Styx. Charon is the ferryman of the Greek underworld. For a price, 1 gold coin, he carries the newly dead across the river Styx to their afterlives in Hades' shadowy realm. Okay, so this is the river Styx, looks like. Let's keep on scouting ahead. Ooh. Medusae. Alright, we got another Shade, looks like. There's a Cyclops down there. Let's keep him highlighted and just keep moving this guy around. It's down here. Another Shade. Let's add him, or her, whichever, to our overall control group for Shades. So we've got Minotaurs blocking that way out. And that's as far as the Shade can go. We can go this way, so let's keep exploring. So far it looks like a lot of work for our heroes, because we don't want to expose human soldiers to all these myth units. We got more Minotaurs guarding another gate there. Okay, so what's the, can we do lore? Medusa Matriarch, okay. Myth unit petrifies most units at range. Gorgon, 7 feet tall, carnivore, largely humans for its diet. Medusa was one of the 3 sisters known as the Gorgons. Sisters, children of sea gods with live sea snakes for hair, scaly necks, boar-like tusks, golden hands, and bronze wings. One tale is that Medusa was once a beautiful maid who boasted of being more beautiful than Athena, who turned her into a monster so ugly that those who gazed upon her were turned to stone. She was killed by Perseus with the help of Athena and Hermes. From her blood was created the winged horse Pegasus. Her head was used as a weapon to kill the sea monster Cetus, or Cadus, and then the head was mounted on Athena's shield, the Aegis. Okay. Upgraded by the face of the Gorgon. While Medusa is only the most famous of the Gorgons, there were actually many of them, though only 3 are named in Greek mythology: Medusa, Uriel, and Steno. While only Medusa was mortal, the Gorgons were monstrous creatures covered in scales, hair of living serpents, hands of brass, and sharp fangs. It is not always clear if it was seeing the horrid visage of a Gorgon or meeting their gaze that could turn the viewer to stone. The Gorgons lived far to the west, where they guarded an entrance to the underworld. Okay, well that makes more sense. Okay, so let's actually put our Shades here at strategic points, and that way we can send our heroes forward. And the heroes can actually take care of some of these myth units, or all of them. And of course Medusa are actually archers. They are treated as archers anyway. And if we don't need to use up our shades to steal souls, why would we? Of course, Ajax can't use his shield bash against anything but a human enemy, so... Okay. We still got 2 Minotaurs over here. Take down this fence, and that way we can send our shade through to recon and let these guys heal up a little bit while we continue investigating the area. Okay, let's send them there. Shade, wherever you are, there you are. They really blend in with the background, don't they? Okay, so what else do we have here? We have a relic, looks like.
There's the first relic.
Okay, so this is what the shade was talking about. We need to find his relics, and this is the Blanket of Empress Zoe. Buildings were more resistant to siege weapons. I don't think that's going to apply to us in this case. Okay, we can't go this way because there's a rock fall. Manticore over here. And another shade. Nice, nice. So let's add this poor guy to our units. And then we'll send this guy over here. Okay, so let's see. Let's grab our heroes here. Still got Minotaurs down here that need to be addressed. Okay, let's actually go ahead and move up our army, because they're still way back here. And we'll send them over here. Oops, don't want that. Where's Chiron? Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, am I losing my marbles, as it turns out? Yes, yes I am. Okay, let's take this shade up here and investigate. Or highlight, I should say. Make sure we have the area well lit up for our heroes to come up. And they can attack the manticores as well as grabbing this relic once everything's dead. A lot of ruins down here in the underworld too, I'm noticing. We expect the dead, the skeletons, all that good stuff. We expect that. Interesting to me that so many of the dead, or the area around the dead, seem to have made it down into the underworld. Unless somebody constructed down here at some point, which that would be a really kind of stupid thing to do, all things considered. Okay, let's grab our relic and we get another shade. That's delightful. Let's add these guys together and let's form all of our shades into one cohesive unit and move on. Let's form our army back up over here too, while our shades go off and scout around. So this guy is going to, looks like we've got Cyclops circling around here. What's over here? Nothing at all. So let's post a guy here. Let's send this one over here. We have a temple of some kind. Temple of the Gods. This temple variegates the entire Greek pantheon. Okay. an obelisk, something related to Egyptian mythology or the Egyptian culture subsection in the game. And what we're just going to do is we're going to go ahead and post our wraiths around, or our shades around, to make sure that we can see the area. I mean, this is quite a few. It's 7, no, it's 8 Cyclops, 5 regular, and 2 Elder. So that may be too much for us to handle. There's a skeleton there. Kind of looks like it should be a shade, but I guess it's not. But he's going to sit right there. Our heroes are going to go for it. Everybody go attack Ajax. He's supposed to be a bad dude anyway, so why not? Focus fire on one at a time. Now everybody's wailing on Arcantos. And there goes Arcantos. Now, of course, the heroes do revive, so that's not a huge loss. As soon as all the enemy are eliminated. Okay, and we have Arcantos back. Let's actually make them into a control group by themselves. Okay, apparently the temple fell down. If we come up here, is this a thing now? No, it's not a thing. Okay. Heroes, you need to take this down. Take down the fence. Yep, Arcantos, you better yell. Everybody's emboldened by you yelling at nothing. Okay, and then the one last section. Nothing's attacking us here. So let's move them up. Move our heroes up to here. Let's move all our shades up too, because this is moving on, looks like. I'm going to go ahead and start this guy up forward. What the heck? I'll come back to that. A manticore over here. Mummies. That's gotta be Egyptian. Okay, well, you know what that means. Heroes onward. Onward and upward. Let's take these guys out. Ooh, wow, they're weak. Man, I'm not gonna complain about it. Let's also go ahead and take out this manticore over here. Okay. Control 2. Okay, so we found another shade, and we found our second Got relic up here. We have some more animals of Set, looks like. Crocodiles of Set in the river Styx water. That's interesting. Okay, so let's keep on and keeping on as far as we can send our scouts forward anyway. Suppose we could go ahead and send our heroes forward too. To be efficient about it. What is that? It's just another shade, okay. Okay, they ran into them.
I will ferry you across the river Styx, but beware the creatures beneath the waves.
More crocodiles of Set. Let's take that guy out. Beware the creatures beneath the waves, huh? Let's get these guys out of the way then. Kill it. Thank you. Now grab that. Let's move everybody on board. I can add you. Nice. Let's add everybody in. Load everybody that we can on anyway. How many more can it hold? Okay, we can hold the whole army, looks like. It's just as well. Alright, let's set sail. We got more. Oh, geez. Okay. So let's, while these guys are distracted, let's offload up here. Get them off. Let's get our human soldiers out of here, too. And take out that Kraken, I think it is. Yep. Okay, so we just added some centaurs, looks like, to our army. And we also added a shade. Excellent. So let's keep on keeping on and keep exploring, I guess. Hades has invoked the Plague of Serpents power. Okay. Well, why don't we grab all but one. We'll leave one guy here. Move to here. Grab all but one. Just kind of highlight this area a little bit. There's a Wadjet there. Let's send one shade down this way. And we get another shade. Excellent. And it looks like this is the remains of a city, and you'll notice the same animation that occurs whenever a hero dies, souls leaving the area. Which is kind of neat, or kind of, I guess, neat and concerning, because that means that these are souls still escaping the area. Alright, let's send our heroes forward. Kill these serpents. You could always attack them, guys. Serpents. Myth unit, deadly cobras strike at the enemies of their master. Okay. 8 foot long Egyptian cobra up to 18 foot long king cobras. Generally rodents. As their diet, king cobras eat other snakes. Okay. There are 16 species in the cobra family, Elapida. The king cobra is not a true cobra, but placed in its own genus. It is the largest venomous snake in the world and one of the largest reptiles. Few crocodiles attain 18 feet in length. When they are disturbed and raise their front body off the ground, cobras can stand a full 6 feet tall. Cobras have good eyesight but no ears. They sense vibrations through bones in their jaw and have an excellent sense of smell through their forked tongue. Cobra venom is a potent neurotoxin that destroys nerve tissue. The Egyptian cobra's venom is particularly strong, even for cobras. Cobras were important in Egyptian mythology and art. The goddess Wadjet took the form of a cobra, and a cobra appears on the crown of the pharaoh. In Greek mythology, serpents arose from blood spilled from Medusa's head as Perseus passed through Africa. Okay. Let's get our units reselected here. Okay. Get rid of the serpents, Darkantos. Jeez, help your buddy. Take this gate out. Let's also take out this manticore, why not? Or we would if our raids weren't on the way. Okay, so let's keep our heroes here, move some more raids up. Oops. Don't want the hero, dude. So scrub them. Okay. Very carefully not attack anybody with them because that will consume them. We don't want to waste our raids. They are valuable. Okay, let's get this whole area highlighted. A rather extensive town, and it kind of looks like Ioclos from an earlier episode, as a matter of fact. Oh, I can't see that far. You need to move to there. Oh, don't attack, don't attack. And I don't see anything over here yet, so... What is moving on the map? Oh, it's all those souls leaving. Okay. So if we keep moving up, we see our third relic up here. Guarded by Medusa. Or Gorgons, I should say. No, stop trying to attack everything. I mean, I'm glad that you're aggressive, but come on, dude. You are literally the definition of one shot. You are the definition of a one-off. So we got a bunch of Wadjets and Medusa. Or Gorgons, rather. Medusa in-game, obviously, I know that they're Gorgons. Okay, so this is as far as we're going to go with this guy. So let's get our heroes moving up through here. Take out all these serpents so they're not a threat to our troops, our human troops. Kill them? Most venom just feels good on your skin. Genius. Who else is attacking? Oh, geez. More of these guys, Leviathans. This is what, what's his name? Kamos escaped on. Escaped from Arcantos riding a Leviathan. Okay. Oh, geez. A bunch of Watchets just spawn out of nowhere. These guys just spray poison like there's no tomorrow. We did get the restoration power, so that's nice. Hopefully we find a use for it. But I don't know that we're going to use them on Wadjets because, let's not kid ourselves, they're not that strong against hero units. Doesn't look like. So why waste god powers that could be better used elsewhere? Our heroes up here to gather the third relic, and then we'll move on from here. Don't know where we're supposed to do with the 3 relics just yet, but, you know. This is a pretty scripted episode, what it looks like, so That's not a bad thing necessarily. Let's have Arcantus pick some.
Granted from Zeus.
It's actually granted by Hera, not Zeus, but I'll forgive you. Bring the 3 relics to the temple complex. Okay, so we got to cross this whole area, it looks like. Whatever is over, not over here, but up over here. We got to cross this and get to the temple. So let's move all of our shades over to here. Let's also go ahead and move our heroes and our army. And then we'll explore with our shades. Minotaur up here with 2 more shades. Beautiful. That brings our total up to 11. And we'll leave 1 over there to keep an eye on that Minotaur. A dry, dead forest looks like. Hades invoked the forest fire's power. What are those? A wolf? Just a regular wolf, okay. Added another shade. Wonderful. I'll leave that shade there to keep an eye on the wolf. Okay, so let's leave 1 here to keep an eye on that wolf. Let's grab 3 more. Okay, so we got another shade. He activated another forest fire power, looks like. There's a beam of light or something coming down right there. Oh, we got 2 more shades. There's another one. Okay, we will leave you right here to keep an eye on that there, or on the thing there. Let's grab you 2. What's down here? Another shade. Nice, nice, nice. We're up to 15 of these guys now. Let's keep on keeping on, keep exploring. Interesting that there's a bunch of dry forest down here. We got another shade and then 2 more shades. Okay, we're just picking up shades like there's no tomorrow. We're going to leave 1 of these guys up here because there's a... Actually, we're going to leave both of them where they are because they're next to enemies. Probably the creatures that killed them would be my guess. Okay, so we have a Minotaur. Let's leave another shade there. Holy crap. Okay, so I don't know that we'll be able to get a shade past these guys. Okay, yeah, we can. Two Colossi. And then there's another gate we cannot pass by, but let's make sure there's nothing standing in front of it. Doesn't appear so. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can probably use 1 here, so there's 13, and we have how many shades? We got 17 shades. We're going to be good. Okay, so we've got everybody positioned, so let's actually use 1 shade up here. We'll use another one over here. Take out the major myth units in this area. Send these 2. Because all I'm seeing here is wolves, and I'm not too chuffed about wolves. Our heroes can handle wolves. Hell, the regular human soldiers and the centaurs can handle the wolves. Okay, so we were right. That is the soul escaping there. Okay, let's go ahead and have you attack him. And you can attack them. Okay. That's all our excess, I believe. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's rejoin heroes and them together into 1 army. And move on through here and attack get rid of the wolves so they're not so much of a threat. does make me sad to hear them die, though. I love puppers, I do. I love my dogs. But there's no sense. Activated forest fire. Not sure precisely what that's supposed to be good for, other than denying resources, I guess. And actually, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and use Bolt on you. And then what we're actually going to do is we're going to slap down our lightning storm right here. Oh, destroyed the gates too. Lovely. Doesn't look like it's all that effective against them, though. Did some damage, I guess. Well, that's helpful, I suppose. Let's move up and make sure that there's nobody else over here. And then I suppose we'll come up here. There's still an enemy up here? Yeah, there is still an enemy over there. Go kill that wolf. I'm a completionist, what can I say? I'll check and make sure that nobody else has been up through here, or coming up through here. Does not look like it. Okay. So, that tells me you can go attack that Minotaur, or whatever. Minotaur. You can go attack that Cyclops. You. That Cyclops. You. That Cyclops. You. This guy. You, not you. Oh, those are friendlies. I want the shade though. Send you after that guy. You after this guy. Or I guess this guy. Final guy, Cyclops that is, and then send you after that Colossus. And let's go ahead and send our military up. We have 3 remaining shades. Go ahead and send everybody up here. And other than shades, looks like we actually are getting to...
Our task is complete. The lost relics are returned.
Alright, so that's all she wrote. That is all she wrote.
We are lucky that one of these honors beside me. It is no use. Why does Poseidon not respond? Perhaps it is another who favors you. What of Zeus?
Mm-hmm. Guess that's the answer they were looking for.
Everyone go! Quickly! Move! Should have opened the first gate to Tata. planned against us, and Kenson claims Set has seen to it. Excellent. If Arcantus does manage to escape Erebus, he will not escape me again. He had better not. Poseidon wishes his sons return to power. No man from Atlantis will stop us.
Ooh. So that tells us that the reason Poseidon did not respond to Arcantos when he prayed to the patron god of Atlantis was because Poseidon is involved with Gargarensis, which makes sense. He appears to be an elder Cyclops, and his lore did say that he is a son of Poseidon. So that makes sense. But with that, guys, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. So thank you everybody for joining me for today's video. If you like the video, hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe. Be sure to hit that notification bell up at the top corner, and that way you can be notified when I post a new video. Currently Tuesdays and Thursdays is the schedule. On top, and of course, if you have any additional feedback or just a comment you'd like to leave, well, guys, that's why there's a comment section, and I suggest you make use of that. That is why it was provided, and why I did not disable it. So with that being said, guys, thank you once again everybody for joining me for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next episode. See ya.